Child, they say Kenya is about to sue everybody, okay? They said Kenya has lawyered up and she is planning a huge lawsuit. Now, we know Kenya, she does everything big, baby. So, who is going to be named? Now, they're saying Bravo is going to be a massive lawsuit against Bravo. I don't know if it's going to be Brit Eady, if she's going to be named in it. Maybe Kenya's going to say she made her do it. Maybe she made her do the alleged revenge P. Now, we got to say alleged about everything. I don't know, but they say Kenya is hot, okay? And she about to sue all y'all. Oh, not y'all, I'm just kidding y'all. But let's get into this story. Let's get into it. It says Kenya Moore prepares a massive lawsuit against Bravo, the GUN threats, the revenge P rumors, and reality TV chaos. Kenya has had enough of y'all ninjas, okay? Y'all done pissed Kenya off. Hey, Kenya. Y'all, do you hear me? Y'all have pissed Kenya off. Kenya Moore is not twirling away quietly. No, she's stomping in the courtroom. In fact, she's lawyering up and preparing to launch what insiders say could become one of the biggest lawsuits in reality TV history. I can't even think of any big ones that it just escaping me. But y'all jump in the comments and let me know some reality TV lawsuits that you can think of, because I can't think of any right now. They're saying the longtime Real Housewives of Atlanta star is taking legal aim at Bravo, the network, and several of her co-stars. Now, we know Brit is one of them, allegedly, in my mind. According to multiple people close to the situation. That was written very poorly, Joe. According to multiple people close to the situation, Media Takeout has learned Kenya's legal team is reportedly accusing the network of failing to protect her on set. Whoa! Allowing what she claims was both harassment and dangerous threats, including a GUN-related incident involving a fellow housewife, Brit Eady. Now, was there really a GUN involved, or was it just kind of heightened talk? I mean, I guess when you threaten somebody with a weapon, it can be considered, you got to take it serious, but were you in fear of your life? I mean, I don't know. You know what I don't know. Yes, you read that right. Kenya is alleging that during filming, Brit Eady threatened her with a firearm, an accusation that, if true, could send shockwaves through Bravo's legal department. This is already sending shockwaves. This is sending shockwaves through my laptop. Sources close to the case says Kenya is also preparing legal action over what she claims are malicious, and I said that, and career-damaging rumors being spread by Bravo staffers and fellow members, namely that she posted revenge P or underage content during a recent explosive episode. And that's fair. I mean, well, I'm not siding with her, but I'm saying, yeah, these allegations and all this stuff going on about Kenya could make her be a liability, and nobody would want to hire her just based on this, and especially if Brit files a suit against her. Now, with Kenya filing suit, if I were Brit's attorney, I would say, baby, we gonna countersue on this one. You know what I'm saying? I would. So Kenya has vehemently denied these claims. According to Kenya, the photos in question were actually of Brit Eady herself. Yeah, but why did you post them? And were allegedly taken with consent back when Brit worked as a cam girl. Kenya insists the images were already online, publicly posted by Brit's former management, and therefore do not meet the legal definition of revenge P. And I get that too. Maybe it doesn't rise to the level, but your intent was to damage her reputation, Kenya. I mean, that's what you did. And you landed yourself in even more trouble. Sometimes you may be right in what you're saying, but you caused yourself more damage. And a lot of fans were very disappointed with your behavior. So, maybe she did do these things previously, but did you need to bring it to reality TV? Probably not, because now look what you got to do. You got to get an attorney, you got to defend yourself. And now future endorsements and job opportunities are on the line. So it says Kenya's legal stance. Media Takeout spoke with someone close to Kenya who told us these allegations are not only false, they are defamatory. Yeah, well, Kenya is being falsely painted as someone who distributed illegal material when in fact the images were consensual and already public. I think the thing here, and that will be a legal, something that has to be determined legally, but Kenya, you did it to embarrass this woman, and I think a lot of people just didn't like it. So that's on you, ma'am. Stand on what it is. You know, you did that, allegedly. Her team is reportedly trying to negotiate Kenya's return to the show on her own terms, hoping for a resolution. But with trust clearly broken, those negotiations aren't looking too hopeful. And not if she's talking about suing, them, they ain't hopeful at all. And if talks fall apart, Kenya's team is ready to go full throttle in court. Kenya is not backing down, the insider added. If they think they can push her out and smear her name, they've got another thing coming. I don't think that they're smearing her name. I think the incident is what's causing people to have discussions about it. And you kind of can't fault other people for an action that you took, which is causing your name to be smeared. That's my point. So what happens now? If the lawsuit goes forward, it could open the door to serious questions about workplace safety, privacy, and accountability in unscripted television. Workplace safety, regardless of the circumstances, is always the most important thing. And Bravo, already facing other behind-the-scenes controversies, may soon be forced to clean house, as they should. I think a lot of, and I'm even gonna mention Zeus here. I think this will set a precedence for some of these other shows, especially the ones where we have women, fighting and just chaotic behavior. Kind of let's scale it back to, early 2000s or late 1990s, where we see a little bit of drama, but there's still some civility in it, right? Meanwhile, fans are watching closely, wondering if Kenya will ever return to Real Housewives of Atlanta, or if her next big storyline will play out in a courtroom instead of a confession chair. Y'all, we have just got to watch and see. I mean, this is more spicier and rich, like Folgers. This is spicier than what they got going on right now on the show, right? So anyway, we're going to keep an eye on this. And, I just think Kenya somewhat brought this on herself. Brit shouldn't have made those statements. If she did, I think people talk a lot, and you have to be careful when you're threatening people with weapons. It kind of it got too far out of hand for both of the women, but in this instance, I think Kenya is looking like the villain here. So we'll see what happens. Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let's be respectful. Don't be a Kenya in my comments. Okay? And I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.